Ladies and gentlemen, fear is an emotion that every one of us has faced at some point in life. It's a shadow that looms over our ambitions, our relationships, and even our dreams. But let me tell you something powerful. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is a signal, a challenge, a test, and most importantly, an opportunity. Too often we let fear dictate our choices. We avoid the risks that could lead to greatness, sidestep the conversations that could bring understanding, and hold ourselves back when we should be stepping forward. But what if I told you that running from your fears doesn't make them disappear? It only gives them power. Every time you run, you let fear grow stronger until it towers over you, holding you captive. The truth is, the only way to conquer fear is to face it head on. You must turn around, look it in the eye, and attack it with everything you've got. Fear feeds on hesitation, but it crumbles under action. When you stand your ground, you transform fear from an obstacle into a stepping stone. Imagine a lion on the hunt. It doesn't hesitate. It doesn't second guess. It charges forward with a relentless determination. That's the mindset you need when you face your fears. Whether it's fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown, you must charge toward it with courage and conviction. Because the moment you confront fear, you realize that it was never as big as it seemed. Remember, fear is often a sign that you're on the verge of growth. It appears when you're about to step into something new, something greater. So instead of running, embrace it, attack it. Use it as fuel to push you further than you ever thought possible. Life is too short to let fear hold you back. Your dreams, your potential, and your happiness are all waiting on the other side of that. So don't run. Don't hide. Stand tall. Take a deep breath and go after what you want with all your heart. Because every time you face your fears, you don't just overcome them, you grow stronger, braver, and closer to the person you were meant to be. Fear is a universal human experience, an emotion deeply ingrained in our survival instincts. It warns us of danger and keeps us alert in the face of uncertainty. But fear is not just about physical threats. It's often a mental, emotional barrier that can hold us back from living the life we truly desire. When we let fear dictate our actions, we start to shrink our world. We avoid challenges, miss opportunities, and settle for less than what we are capable of achieving. This is why the mindset of not running from fear but attacking it head-on is so crucial for personal growth and success. Fear often disguises itself as a protector, convincing us that avoiding risk or discomfort is the safest choice. But this illusion of safety comes at a high cost. Each time we back away from fear, we reinforce its power over us. Fear thrives on avoidance. It grows larger and more intimidating the longer we let it linger. What starts as a small concern can balloon into an overwhelming obstacle simply because we've allowed it to go unchallenged. Instead of fleeing, we must shift our perspective and see fear as an opportunity for growth. Attacking fear doesn't mean recklessness or ignoring real dangers. It's about facing it with clarity and courage. It requires acknowledging what you're afraid of and deciding to confront it despite the discomfort it brings. This act of facing fear is transformative. It builds resilience, strengthens your confidence, and opens doors that were previously locked by self-doubt. Each time you tackle a fear, you prove to yourself that you are capable of overcoming challenges, no matter how daunting they may seem. One of the reasons fear feels so powerful is because it thrives in the unknown. Our minds often magnify what we don't understand, creating scenarios far worse than reality. When we choose to attack fear, we shine a light on those shadows. We take deliberate actions to gain knowledge, prepare ourselves, and take steps forward. This proactive approach diminishes fear's grip because clarity replaces uncertainty. For example, if you fear public speaking, preparing thoroughly and practicing can reduce the intimidation factor. By attacking the fear, you transform it from an insurmountable hurdle into a manageable challenge. Fear also holds a unique power to reveal what truly matters to us. The things we fear losing often highlight our deepest values and aspirations. For instance, the fear of failure might point to a strong desire to succeed. The fear of rejection might indicate the importance of connection and acceptance in your life. When you attack your fears, you're not only overcoming an obstacle, you're moving closer to your goals and aligning with your core values. Many successful individuals attribute their achievements to their ability to face and conquer fear. They understand that fear is not an enemy but a teacher. It signals areas where growth is needed and encourages you to step out of your comfort zone. Fear, when approached correctly, becomes a guide that pushes you to evolve into a stronger and more capable version of yourself. It's not about eliminating fear entirely, it's about learning to coexist with it and using it as a motivator instead of a limitation. Attacking fear requires consistency and commitment. It's not a one-time act, but a practice that becomes a way of life. The more you face your fears, the less intimidating they become. You build momentum, and this momentum carries you through future challenges. The act of repeatedly confronting fear rewires your brain, teaching it that fear is not something to dread, but something to face and overcome. Ultimately, fear is not meant to paralyze you. It's meant to awaken you. It's a call to action, a reminder that you are capable of more than you think. When you stop running from fear and start attacking it, you reclaim your power. You take control of your narrative and open yourself to a life of greater possibility. Fear then becomes a stepping stone, not a barrier, on your journey to fulfillment and success. Courage is the essential quality that empowers us to face our fears and overcome the challenges that life presents. It is not the absence of fear, but the determination to act in spite of it. Courage transforms hesitation into action, doubt into belief, and uncertainty into opportunity. In the context of the idea, don't run from your fears, attack it. Courage is the driving force that compels us to confront our fears, break through barriers, and pursue the life we deserve. Fear can often feel paralyzing, trapping us in a cycle of inaction. It whispers doubts into our minds, convincing us that staying where we are is safer than stepping into the unknown. But courage defies those whispers. It's the voice within us that says, try anyway. It's the spark that pushes us to take the first step toward what we fear, knowing full well that the journey may not be easy. Courage doesn't guarantee that we won't feel scared. It guarantees that fear won't stop us. Every act of courage begins with a choice. It's the decision to face discomfort, risk, or adversity because the potential rewards outweigh the temporary pain. Imagine the courage it takes to speak up when your voice trembles, to pursue a dream when failure feels inevitable, or to embrace change when everything inside you clings to familiarity. Each of these actions is fueled by the belief that facing fear is worth the growth and fulfillment that lie on the other side. Courage is also contagious. When we act courageously, we inspire others to do the same. Think about the power of witnessing someone overcome their fears, whether it's a friend stepping out of their comfort zone, a leader taking bold action, or a child learning something new. These moments remind us that we too are capable of summoning courage. By attacking your fears, you not only transform your own life, but also create a ripple effect, encouraging others to confront their own challenges. Building courage is like building a muscle. It requires practice and perseverance. Small, consistent acts of bravery strengthen our ability to face larger fears. Start by taking manageable risks, like having a difficult conversation or trying something unfamiliar. Each time you succeed, no matter how small the victory, you reinforce your belief in your own resilience. Over time, these small acts accumulate into a profound sense of self-confidence and the courage to tackle even greater challenges. Courage also demands vulnerability. To attack your fears, you must be willing to face the possibility of failure, rejection, or discomfort. This vulnerability is not a weakness, but a testament to your strength. It takes immense courage to put yourself in situations where the outcome is uncertain. Yet it is precisely in these moments of uncertainty that we grow the most. Vulnerability allows us to learn, adapt, and ultimately triumph over our fears. One of the most important aspects of courage is the mindset it cultivates. Courageous people see fear not as a threat, but as an opportunity. They understand that fear often signals the boundaries of our comfort zones and that growth lies just beyond those limits. When you attack fear with courage, you shift your perspective from what if I fail to what if I succeed. This shift unlocks a world of possibilities that would remain hidden if fear were allowed to dictate your actions. Courage is not reserved for extraordinary moments. It is a quality we can bring to our everyday lives. It's the courage to apologize, to forgive, to try again after a setback, and to stand up for what you believe in. It's the courage to take responsibility for your choices and to embrace the uncertainty of the future with hope and determination. Motivation is the driving force that propels us to take action, overcome obstacles, and strive for growth. It's the energy that fuels our determination when we face challenges, especially when it comes to confronting our fears. Fear can be a powerful deterrent, keeping us stuck in a cycle of avoidance and hesitation. But with the right motivation, we can transform that fear into a stepping stone for success, attacking it with purpose and resolve. At its core, motivation begins with understanding your why. Why do you want to overcome this fear? What is on the other side of it that makes the effort worthwhile? Your why is the foundation of your motivation. It could be the desire for personal growth, the pursuit of a dream, or the need to protect and provide for your loved ones. When you connect deeply with your reasons for facing your fears, you create an internal drive that keeps you moving forward, even when the path is difficult. Motivation is also deeply influenced by the goals you set for yourself. Clear, specific goals give you a sense of direction and purpose. When you know exactly what you're working toward, it becomes easier to channel your energy and focus. For example, if your fear is public speaking, your goal might be to deliver a presentation confidently at work. Breaking this larger goal into smaller, Achievable steps like practicing in front of a mirror or speaking to a small group helps maintain your motivation by providing tangible progress along the way. One of the most powerful sources of motivation is the belief in your ability to succeed. Fear often thrives on self-doubt, convincing you that you're not capable or strong enough to face the challenge. Building self-belief requires consistent effort, but every small victory reinforces your confidence. Celebrate your progress, no matter how minor it seems. Each step forward is proof that you're capable of overcoming fear, and this belief becomes a wellspring of motivation to keep going. External motivation can also play a crucial role in helping you attack your fears. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage and inspire you, whether it's friends, family, mentors, or even role models you admire from afar. The energy of others can fuel your own determination. Hearing stories of how others have overcome their fears can remind you that you're not alone in your struggle and that success is possible. Another key aspect of motivation is the ability to reframe fear as an opportunity. Instead of viewing fear as a barrier, see it as a challenge that will help you grow stronger. The shift in perspective changes how you approach fear. Instead of running from it, you begin to see it as a chance to test your resilience and prove to yourself that you can handle adversity. This mindset creates a powerful internal drive to face fear head-on. Motivation also thrives on action. The more you act, the more momentum you build. Fear often feels strongest in moments of inaction, when your mind has time to dwell on doubts and worst-case scenarios. By taking even a small step toward confronting your fear, you disrupt the cycle of hesitation. Action breeds confidence, and confidence fuels motivation. Over time, these small steps compound into significant progress. Visualization is another tool that can boost your motivation. Picture yourself successfully overcoming your fear. Imagine the sense of accomplishment, the freedom from limitations, and the pride you'll feel. This mental rehearsal creates a positive emotional connection to your goal, making it easier to stay motivated when fear threatens to take over. Lastly, remember that motivation is not a constant. It ebbs and flows. There will be days when fear feels overwhelming and your motivation wanes. During these moments, reconnect with your why, lean on your support system, and remind yourself of the progress you've already made. Motivation is not about being fearless, it's about continuing to act despite the fear. By tapping into your inner drive, setting clear goals, and taking consistent action, you can harness the power of motivation to attack your fears. Each step forward strengthens your resolve, bringing you closer to a life where fear no longer holds you back. With motivation as your guide, you can transform fear into a catalyst for growth and achievement. Growth is one of the most profound outcomes of facing and overcoming fear. It is the process of evolving into a stronger, more capable, and resilient version of yourself. When you choose to attack your fears rather than run from them, you unlock opportunities for personal and emotional development that would otherwise remain hidden behind a wall of avoidance. Growth is not just the reward for confronting fear, it is the journey you embark on when you step into discomfort and challenge yourself to rise above your limitations. Fear often signals the boundaries of your comfort zone. It points to areas where you feel uncertain or vulnerable. While it may seem easier to stay within the safety of what you know, true growth requires stepping beyond these boundaries. Growth happens when you take risks, face challenges, and navigate the unknown. Each time you confront a fear, you expand your comfort zone, opening yourself up to new experiences, skills, and perspectives. What once felt daunting becomes manageable, and what once seemed impossible becomes achievable. Growth through fear teaches you resilience. When you attack your fears, you learn that setbacks and failures are not the end, they are opportunities to learn and adapt. This resilience is like a muscle that strengthens with each challenge you face. Over time, you develop the ability to handle adversity with grace and confidence. You come to understand that fear is not an obstacle meant to stop you, it is a test meant to prepare you for greater challenges ahead. Facing fear also fosters self-awareness. It forces you to examine your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. You begin to understand the root causes of your fears, whether they stem from past experiences, self-doubt, or societal pressures. This deeper understanding of yourself allows you to address the underlying issues and build a stronger foundation for growth. Self-awareness is a crucial component of personal development, as it empowers you to make conscious choices and align your actions with your values. Another aspect of growth through fear is the development of new skills and capabilities. Fear often arises in situations where you feel unprepared or inadequate. By attacking your fears, you create opportunities to learn and improve. For example, if you fear public speaking, confronting that fear might involve practicing your communication skills, seeking feedback, and gradually increasing your exposure to speaking opportunities. Each step you take builds competence and confidence, equipping you with valuable tools that can be applied to other areas of your life. Growth through fear also enhances your perspective. It helps you see challenges as opportunities for learning rather than threats to avoid. This shift in mindset transforms how you approach life. Instead of being paralyzed by fear, you become energized by the possibilities that lie on the other side of it. This expanded perspective allows you to embrace uncertainty with curiosity and optimism, fostering a sense of adventure and discovery. Moreover, attacking your fears contributes to emotional growth. Fear often triggers strong emotions such as anxiety, stress, or self-doubt. By facing these emotions head-on, you develop greater emotional intelligence. You learn to regulate your feelings, maintain composure in difficult situations, and build a sense of inner calm. This emotional resilience not only helps you overcome fear, but also enhances your relationships and overall well-being. Growth is also about building self-trust. When you attack your fears, you prove to yourself that you are capable of handling challenges. This trust in your abilities becomes a cornerstone of your confidence. You begin to see yourself as someone who takes initiative, adapts to change, and perseveres in the face of adversity. This self-trust is empowering as it allows you to approach future challenges with a sense of assurance and determination. Action is the critical factor that bridges the gap between fear and triumph. It is the decisive step that turns hesitation into momentum and transforms uncertainty into clarity. When faced with fear, it's natural to feel overwhelmed and immobilized. However, the key to overcoming fear lies in taking action even when it feels uncomfortable or daunting. Action is the antidote to fear, a tool that allows you to confront challenges head-on and reclaim control over your life. Fear often thrives in the absence of action. When we hesitate, overthink, or avoid what scares us, fear grows stronger, feeding on our inaction. The longer we delay, the more fear reinforces itself, making the challenge seem larger and more insurmountable. However, the moment you take even the smallest step forward, you begin to dismantle fear's power. Action disrupts the cycle of avoidance and replaces it with progress, no matter how incremental. One of the most important aspects of action is its ability to shift focus. When you act, your attention moves away from the paralyzing what-if sound toward tangible steps that bring you closer to your goal. For example, if you fear failure in starting a new project, taking the first step, whether it's researching, planning, or reaching out for advice, grounds you in reality. Action replaces speculation with movement and replaces fear with a sense of purpose. Action doesn't have to be grand or immediate. Small, consistent steps can be just as powerful in conquering fear. Each small action builds momentum, creating a positive feedback loop that makes the next step easier. For instance, if you're afraid of speaking in public, start by practicing in front of a mirror. Then move on to speaking in front of a trusted friend or small group. These incremental actions gradually build confidence, proving to yourself that fear can be managed and overcome. Another vital aspect of action is its ability to clarify the unknown. Fear often feels strongest when we're uncertain about what lies ahead. Taking action helps demystify the situation, shedding light on what seemed intimidating. When you act, you gather information, gain experience, and learn more about the challenge you're facing. This newfound clarity reduces the grip of fear and replaces it with a sense of empowerment. Action is also a form of commitment. When you decide to confront your fears and take deliberate steps forward, you send a powerful message to yourself that you are in control and capable of change. This commitment builds self-trust and strengthens your resolve. You begin to see yourself as someone who takes initiative, who doesn't back down from challenges but faces them with courage and determination. One of the remarkable things about action is its ability to reshape your mindset. The very act of doing something, even if it's small, can shift your perspective. It transforms fear from a looming barrier into a challenge to be tackled. Each action you take builds confidence and resilience, reinforcing the belief that you can handle whatever comes your way. Over time, this proactive mindset becomes a habit, enabling you to approach future fears with greater ease. Action is also a catalyst for growth. When you face your fears and take steps to overcome them, you learn new skills, gain valuable insights, and expand your capabilities. The lessons you learn through action are not just about the fear you're tackling, they're about how you handle adversity, adapt to challenges, and persevere in the face of uncertainty. These lessons stay with you, enriching every aspect of your life. Moreover, action inspires others. When you confront your fears and take bold steps forward, you set an example for those around you. Your courage and determination can motivate others to face their own fears and take action in their lives. This ripple effect of positivity and empowerment is one of the most rewarding outcomes of choosing action over avoidance.